Absolutely. I asked the same question to a professor of political science from the Copenhagen University, Jan Manners.
I read and enjoyed science fiction long before I had heard of something called the European Community, and I think that is an advantage for any academic, any student, or anyone interested in the world we live in, because it provides an opportunity for thinking differently and knowing that it's okay to think differently. I think it's crucial when we teach and when we write and when we research to always bear in mind there are alternatives that we haven't thought of. And to open up it as both a method of research and a method of teaching. How might things be different? Because if not, you're simply giving into the hegemony of those that own you and your future. And using, in particular, films, I teach with a class on political cinema, provides an opportunity for thinking what alternative futures could be, and in fact can only be, if you can think differently. And that for me is absolutely crucial. But even when I'm doing research, I wrote a piece in 2003 called European Studies, which everyone misspells, because I'd read James Lovelock's Gaia, and I understood that you can only understand Europe in a global context. I mean, any post-colonial scholar will tell you that. And within that context, the only way of imagining a future Europe is within a global context, ecologically, economically, sociologically, historically, and in terms of politics. And simply by making that act of imagination, coining a phrase which is outside of people's imaginary, do you, for yourself and for others around you, open a door into thinking a different world in a different way, and Europe. And what is that Europe within that world?
So I think that he resumed it all, like both the political side, but also the educational side of the operation, and how really this kind of operation of using science fiction, but also storytelling, it's somehow a process in order to build something that is common, something that is European, and something that can lead to the future, but lead to the future not as a mean of escapism, but something that can change the way we are acting in the present and how we are acting politically in the present as responsible citizens. And I think this is like the core message of the whole season. It's really how we can get this back to the citizens and back to the actions that we are doing at the everyday level, and like make this kind of action a European kind of action.